Welcome, guys, to your dose of crimson reality. This is Red Pilled Robo. I'm new to YouTube, but very excited to start this channel where we can discuss waking up to the absolute insanity of the modern world. I know I'm just a robot, but I hope my charm shows through my circuits. Here I want you to take the red pill not only when it comes to dating, but also to the state of Western society. This channel is all about accepting hard realities and diligently pursuing the absolute truth. I hope you'll join me in equipping you with powerful knowledge about the realities of life. I want to give you the information and give my theory, but I want you to come to your own conclusions. I think you'll find I have interesting perspectives on how I view the dysfunction of our current system, and at the very least, this can be a fun way to vent our frustrations about the BS we have to go through. So to start, here's the topic for my first video. Gen Z inherited nothing but dystopia. It's not completely exceptional for generations of the past to receive little inheritance from their parents and grandparents. However, I believe Gen Z has it much worse because not only are they inheriting absolutely nothing, but they are starting out in a world that is exponentially worse than the world the previous generations had. Gen Z has only a dystopian reality to dwell in. Don't believe me? Aren't convinced we live in a dystopia? I remember having a conversation with one of my friends at a Chinese restaurant. He was a big-time anarcho-libertarian, and he was telling me that while things are pretty bad, we're not in a dystopia yet. He was railing on about how we still have all these great freedoms and how America is the most free place to live. I looked at him with complete confusion. What freedoms? Freedom of speech? Nope. Say anything the establishment doesn't like, and you lose your job or end up canceled. If you simply say a racial slur quoting someone else, bam, you could lose your position as a CEO. Just ask Papa John.
I would just say, stay tuned. The day of reckoning will come. The record will be straight.
Why not set the record straight now? I mean, what is it about the record that's not straight?
Stay tuned.
Freedom of enterprise? Nope. You need a license just to cut fucking hair. Think about how draconian that is. You need insurance for almost everything. And even when you go to make a claim and finally use what you've been paying all year for, you have to pay a deposit. That's insane. What's the point? The average cost of maintaining a vehicle, which is required for your job, by the way, is around $10,000 a year. That's almost half of what most people make in America after taxes. You also can't possibly make a living without slavery. Oops, I mean, a job, my bad. And to the boomers that want to say, we'll just start a business whippersnapper. Yeah, no, that's impossible. What am I going to do? Hold frame with the pennies I have in my bank account after being taxed to death and out alpha Amazon? Forget that. 99% of small businesses fail for a reason. It's not because they're bad businesses. It's because the free market was conquered and put in chains a long time ago. You might say, well, we have the Second Amendment. That's a freedom that the rest of the world doesn't have. No, we don't. You're only allowed to own the specific firearms the government allows you to have. You have to go through a background check to purchase any gun. I don't know about you, but that's not freedom to me. See, we here in the West point to dictatorships of the past and say, wow, look how bad that was. They controlled everything about your life. They told you what to wear, how much money you would make, where to live, and what to think. So please tell me, how is having a job any different? This is exactly the experience of a crappy job working for a corporation. They control your entire life. But hey, at least even in communist countries, you got some bread and housing provided to you. This country takes everything we make away and gives us absolutely nothing in return. If you hate communism, you should hate Westernism and corporatism even more. See, I realized we were in a capitalist dystopia when I played the game Cyberpunk 2077. In that game, you are bombarded everywhere with massive billboards with ads. The sound of the advertisements is impossible to get away from, as anywhere you go, Night City is blasting a product into your ears. In the game, there are bands of homeless people who shoot up drugs in the open air. The food in Night City is all ultra-processed chemicals. None of it is even real. For most residents of the city, normal jobs are non-existent. You work for the corpos or you engage in crime. There's not much in between. All of this sound familiar? After a few hours in the game, I was thinking to myself, This is really not that different from life today in America. We just don't get to have all that cool cyber tech. Kind of funny when you think about it, but also very sad. You know, they say what makes a true, perfect dystopia is that no one knows they're in it. Think about America. Are most people aware they're in dystopia? The answer to that question says everything. Thank you guys for watching. Stay awake. This has been Red Pilled Robo. I'm shutting down until next time.